Tell me about Beyond Two Souls then, Paul.
Well, Beyond Two Souls is simply amazing. I mean, you have two souls, and clearly it's beyond. That's all I need to say. That's all I have to say about it.
It's got really bad reviews by some places.
Yeah, I want to go to that place, or to those places, and burn them down to the ground, because that's horrible.
No, but
I think it's GameSpot or something that gave it a really bad review. Was it GameSpot?
I know that IGN gave it a 6 out of 10, which I think is really harsh. Really harsh.
Alright, that's it. Let's no one does that. No, that's horrible. But yeah, no. I personally, if I had to give it an out of 10, I'd have to say a 9 out of 10, because it's amazing. It's fantastic. Actually, yeah, 9 out of 10. I have to give it a 9 out of 10, because the way I'm actually, it feels like I'm actually in the game.
Yeah. It
doesn't actually feel like I'm not, like, you know, with some games how you're actually, like, you're playing it, like The Last of Us, for instance, which, mind you, is a fantastic game. I've got a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I love it as well. But you're controlling the character. With these, it actually lets you choose each, you know, like, does Jodie want to be angry? Does Jodie want to be happy? Does she want to be this? Does she want to be that?
It's like...
And it actually... Go on.
It's like, I loved, obviously I'm only a little bit through it so far, but when, at the beginning, when Jodie is going to the party, and you can be sociable or insociable and stuff, and it's more than just being happy or sad. It's like doing her whole demeanour and manners as well.
That's right. So you can choose between, if you want to be, you know, you want to be with manners or without. So I actually like that, and I like the fact that I haven't played Heavy Rain. I know, shame on me, but I like games that actually take note of the functions. You know, like, to get rid of a ghost, you have to shake the whole controller.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I haven't played many other games which have used the 6-axis for the PlayStation. I mean, The Last of Us did a bit with the flashlight and stuff, and you had to shake it. But, like...
Apart from that, that's about it.
That happened, like, what? If you're playing it through, it happens maybe 5 or 6 times in the game. Whereas in Beyond, you actually... I mean, that's the thing with Quantic Dream games, isn't it? Like, they always use the controller in a different way to every other type of game. They use all the buttons and stuff in such a way that it makes you feel like you actually are doing what the character is doing. Like when Jodie's...
How far are you?
How far am I?
Go on. Yeah, I was about to say, how far are you into the game? Apart from... Oh, sorry, you're still in the start. You're basically at the start of it. So you're actually, with this part, it does get a little scary. I'll give you that. It does get a tiny bit scary, but you have the audience of the YouTube, so that's totally fine.
I've just done the bit where I just finished the condenser, and so basically there was this big, well, you know what I'm on about, the big... the opening into Aiden's world, and they were in the lab, and those things are creepy. When Jodie was first going through the corridor to the lab, and one of the dead guys kind of lifted up. Do you know the bit I'm on about?
Yes.
And then I walked up to the entrance to the lab, and I couldn't get in the door, and you had to use Aiden to open the door. But before I opened the door, I looked through the window, and this thing just jumped out in front of me from nowhere. One of those dead people, their faces was just there. Did you choose that option in your playthrough?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't choose that. I do know what you're talking about, because I actually looked at it on YouTube. But I will be choosing, you know, the other option and stuff. But there is another option. I don't know if you... well, this is not as... you will get to that eventually.
Okay.
There's a party.
Right.
Now, within that party, you get to choose between leaving... Like, because it kind of made me really, you know, sad.
Wait, I've done the party already with the kids.
No, not that party. Not that party. With the kids. Where it says something about young again or something... I can't remember what it was, but basically where you're a group of teenagers get together and like the mother and whatever. But yeah, I think it was that. But all I know is within that you get to choose to either run away and just leave them alone or get revenge.
Yeah, I've done that bit already.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I chose revenge.
Did you? I chose to just walk out. I just walked away.
I chose revenge.
What happens? I've heard that you set the place on fire if you choose revenge or something.
You do.
You kill them all?
No. They just run out. They just they all run away. That's all they do. I personally thought it was worth it simply because, well, the guy kind of you got a choice to kiss the guy John, whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't think he was called John, but something like that. Yeah.
Whatever it was, and I did, but it was really just using. So they were just using her. So really, they didn't even want her there. And I kind of understand that whole concept. So I kind of wanted to burn the place down.
Well, I kissed the guy as well, and I was really sociable throughout the whole party. And then when
Virtual high five.
Yeah, cross oceans. But when they asked me to show them my superpowers, I refused and was like, no, I don't have superpowers.
Yes,
what are you on about?
That is me as well. I also did that as well. So it wouldn't. I did that as well because I wanted to be. The whole point of that was to be normal. The whole point of going there was to be basically a normal girl.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, but as soon as they started, I actually thought it was all good and, did all that. But I chose, when they said, this girl, you're in charge of this, and this, you're in charge of that, and Jodie, you're in charge of the music.
Yeah.
I didn't know what music they were into, so I chose something romantic. Something romantic, and then, I think it was I don't know.
I think whatever music you chose, they came over and turned it over.
I don't know, and they were like, "Oh my god, you've got a lame taste in music." I'm like, "Yeah, but."
I put rock music on, and they came over, and I was like, "How could you say that rock music is lame?" And they put on
It's horrible, man. It was even romantic music was stupid. It was like, what music? What sorcery is this? This is horrible. It really got me angry because I was like, you know what?
Oh, at the party, they also asked you if you wanted to have a beer. Did you take the alcohol?
No.
Oh, did you not? What happened?
Basically, they teased you a little bit. They just, they say, oh, she's a bit young. She looks too young or something like that.
Yeah.
But, and then they offer you the, the drugs I said no to, but the beer I said yes to. The beer I said yes to, but the drugs I said no to, the cigarette or whatever it was.
That's what I did. I said
yes
to the alcohol, and then when I walked over to the guy, he was doing a roll up, and I was like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to, look weird, so I thought, but then I kept drinking.
Thing is with me is
I kept drinking it.
I kept on forgetting that Jodie was meant to be like a teenager in this, so I was like, oh, if I'm at a beer and somebody's if I'm at a party and somebody's offering me a beer, being the 20-year-old self, I know in America don't you have to be 21 before you can drink or something like that? Yeah. But a lot of people in the reviews are saying obviously it's cinematically fantastic, that's no doubt. I mean, everybody's loving that.
Definitely.
But people are just hating on the sort of quick time event sort of feel of everything. Whereas I really enjoy that because sometimes in a game I get so raveled up in whether I'm in the right place or controlling my character that I forget the story a bit, and so I really like the quick time sort of feel of it. But what do you think?
Yeah. It does make you think a lot. I'll give you that. I won't spoil too much for you because if I do, it's going to you're probably gonna come through the internet and just kill me. But it's like when the guitar. I don't know if you,
I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen that bit before. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that blew me away. Excuse me, that actually blew me away completely. Yeah. When I saw her playing the guitar, it blew me away. I literally felt like becoming homeless for a day and just playing. That's how awesome it was. But
I think
it was.
I think the next chapter that I have to do is called Homeless. So I don't know if it's going to be that bit.
Yeah, that's good. That is a really, really good chapter. You have to help. You get a group of people, but each group is just unique in their own way. Like you find out everything about these people.
I watched how you and I were saying before, Paul, the a video that they did for a movie convention sort of thing. I forgot what it's called, but so they were showing the whole of that chapter. So I know about Tuesday, the pregnant woman, and having to go and rob the store. I haven't got to that bit yet, but I do know about it, and I have watched like a whole good half an hour of that sort of part of the game and fighting with thugs and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of made me feel powerful. It really did, because like the slow motion, it was like, I mean, I won't lie, I did suck. Like I did get hit a couple of times, but I managed to get up and still, kick. Like what was it, four of them out. Yeah. I felt bad for the old dude, man. The old dude was just coming out to get some food, and then all of a sudden he just randomly, But that was really, 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 really well done. Like the way the fighting sequences are. Like in most fighting sequences, you have to like press R2 or L1 or whatever. Yeah. And lock on, then punch. This is different.
This you just kind of, you're not pressing buttons. You are moving, and I can like feel myself actually moving a bit with the controller when I'm clicking it in the slow motion.
It revolutionises the way we play video games now.
That's the
way I have to put it. Basically, that's the way I see it, because the way that, especially when you're training as well, when you're doing that training, you got to duck. Yeah. And you're going to kick you in the groin, in the leg. I don't know where the hell I got groin from, but and you got to block it, and it's fantastic. I mean, the different chapters in the game are they're all fantastic. It's all just great.
Yeah. One of the other things that people have been criticising, of people who love the game, want to be able to play it in chronological order rather than the order that they do the different sequences. And apparently there isn't an option for that at the end.
I personally like it the way it was, the way it is. Why? Because at first you don't get it. Yeah, sure, that's no worries. But it kind of all links together later on during the game. So, like at first, I didn't even get that. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm starting off as a kid, and I'm going to, homeless, and I'm going here and here. But it all links in together because it's like a puzzle. It links together. Yeah. It's perfect. And it totally blew me away at the point where there was one where this is at the very I can't, excuse the French, but damn it, I can't actually explain that part to you. But it's not at the end, but it's almost at the end. So all I can say is that certain part really got me to tears. That actually got me to tears. Okay. It was a choice between, so I didn't know. I didn't know what to do to that part, but I'm not going to spoil that because you haven't actually clocked it yet. But you will. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you have to choose between killing or leaving. Okay. And Cole is there as well, so.
Okay. I don't know who Cole is.
This is going to sound racist. Racist. I speak tonight. Cole, isn't he the black guy, the African American, the guy that is William Dafoe's assistant or something?
Oh, I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, that was his name, Cole. And then so that's that. And there's one where she's 16 years old. You'll see this. And she's like, I want to go out. And she's got the whole emo effect and everything. She's like, I want to go out. I've done everything that you've asked me. And blah, 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 blah. And it's just... it was a choice between, like, sit down and just go to sleep or use Iden to draw attention.
Yeah.
I chose use Iden because, come on, if you're 16 years old, it also makes you think outside the box as well. It doesn't just make you think, all right, screw it, you're in a video game, don't worry about it. This game really brings out, different parts of, if you're a teenager, it brings out the teenager in you. Yeah. Or if you're an adult, it brings out the adult in you. And if you've got heart, if you have a heart, if you don't have a heart, then you don't deserve to live. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Yeah.
Now, like, it just brings out the different sides. The 16-year-old Jodie, the baby Jodie, and this and that. There's a part in the game where she has a big fear of the dark.
Okay.
And within that, she is... she has to go and get the oil or something out of the garage.
Oh, now, yeah, I've played that bit.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has to go out and get the what's the name out of the garage.
Yeah, for her mum.
And she just... All you see is she's just like... She's actually scared. Mm. So, and I mean, it's pretty terrifying for a kid to go in the garage all alone.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go in there because, and then as soon as you get it, you just run. That's another thing that I don't like about it as well. You can't run. It automatically runs.
Yeah.
Which is something I don't like. But that's what I want to hear your thoughts on, the running situation.
Well, I haven't been at many points when I've had to run yet. The only time I've had to run is in the most recent bit where I am with the condenser and I'm running from the creatures that are coming out of it and Aiden's trying to attack them and it just runs mostly for me. I found it really fluid, but at other points when I'm not interested so much in the surroundings, it's making me walk slower. When I would want to be walking faster because it's uninteresting to me. It's a bit odd not to have that control, but I can understand why they did it.
Yeah, that's right. And another thing as well is the fact that you can, in that part of the level with the condenser, you look back by just using Iden.
Yeah.
So Iden or Aiden? I used to say Aiden as well, but then I heard Ellen Page, my wife. Don't start. Do not start. She's my wife.
All right.
We had a deal. Okay.
Hey, I've got a new girl now.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what? She's not good enough for you now. I understand.
Ellen Page is always going to be good enough for me.
All right. Even though I was about to say, all right, enough about Ellen Page, but the whole game is based on Page. Blonde moment. Now, yeah, with the condenser, the thing I like about it as well is you can view the dead people's part, like you can view what happened like 30 minutes ago before it happened or something, which is really, really unique, which some games you can't do in.
Yeah, I was not expecting her to be able to do that at all. I thought that was crazy. And it's scary as well, like watching what had happened to them and things.
Just the fire brigade. That fire brigade part.
Oh yeah. I've heard about it.
You'll see that it just out of the blue, you just see them, it's like, are you okay? And then all of a sudden they just get dragged out by this like big entity, and it's oh man. That was actually
that bit. Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah. There's that, then there's... go on.
I was going to change the subject a bit, but if you have more to say, that's cool.
No, change the subject, go for it.
I was going to talk about the music in it. Because you got the special edition as well, didn't you, that comes with the soundtrack?
But I've got the... I've got the Australian special edition, so it's a little bit different to normal special edition. It comes with a T-shirt as well, so... Oh,
I didn't get a T-shirt. That's unfair.
I'm sorry, man. You got to be Australian to understand. Oh, snap! Sorry. Sorry. Alright, I can give it to you if you're like a size small. What are you?
I'm tiny. I'm like the smallest that a woman can be.
That's perfect. I'll just give it to you now.
No, it's your t-shirt. You can't do that.
I can't have it. Like, I want to wear it, and I put it on, and then all of a sudden it was like, dude, this is like small. I thought it was like, I was horrified. I couldn't wear it because it's instead of giving me a medium or an extra large. Like, I'm an extra large, but I can't have that. I got a small. I'm like, what the hell's the point of having a t-shirt if you don't have an extra large?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, the music.
Incredible.
Hans Zimmer.
I know. I mean, apparently it was originally written by these two people, Normand Corbeil and Lorne Balfour. I think I'm saying that right. But then the Normand Corbeil person like dropped out or something, and then Hans Zimmer took over, and it's incredible.
Everything that Hans or whatever is he Japanese or something?
I think he's German.
German.
I'll have a look. Google. He's German. He's German.
Oh, wait, don't Germans speak have a Dutch or something like that?
What?
I don't know. I was told that Dutch have German words or something.
Well, the whole of any European language, whether it be French, German, Spanish, English, they all kind of have words that are all based from Latin roots or Celtic.
Yes, that's true. Well, everything comes from Latin regardless. So. Go away. Stupid Facebook.
But yeah, no, I was listening to the soundtrack on the day of the release. I got it off my PlayStation and put it on my computer and had my headphones on and cancelled the whole world out, and I was listening to Jodie's theme, and I was just brought to tears listening to it. And I hadn't even played the game yet. I didn't even know what Jodie's life was about or anything. And just the music, without even the story behind it, brought me to tears.
You can't even see my facial expression right now. Seriously, that's I'm smiling to the point where I could probably cry because everything Hans, what H-A, I want to say Hans.
Just
sorry if I don't pronounce his name right, but Hans Zimmer, everything he touches is just turns to perfection. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Like, he did Kung Fu Panda. He's done movies as well. Kung Fu Panda is probably the only one I can recall.
He's done masses of stuff, really loads.
Definitely.
He did my favourite work of his is the soundtrack to Inception. You know Inception with Ellen Page again in it?
Yes.
And he did what is that film? The Da Vinci Code.
Yes.
And he did bits of The Dark Knight with another one of my favourite composers, James Newton Howard. He did some of that.
That's right.
He did a bit on The Lion King, I think.
Yes. Oh, come on. That's of course.
A little bit.
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
What else did he do? Sherlock Holmes? Really? He did Sherlock Holmes? Oh, that was a horrible movie, but okay.
I haven't seen
Black Hawk Down, yes.
But obviously, people know him a lot for as well in the with the audience we're going to be speaking to here on YouTube. They're going to know that he did Call of Duty and Crysis 2 and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Even though I don't really follow Call of Duty and Crysis.
Neither do I, but still.
Yeah.
Good music still.
Exactly. He actually did, believe it or not. I know this because my father knows this movie like basically like a poem. That's Gladiator.
Yeah. I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Gladiator?
No.
Okay, well, I can't really talk because Inception was incredibly boring.
Inception?
I'm sorry.
Inception?
I just couldn't get into it. It was just it was one of those games that was just one of those movies. Sorry, that was just like I fell asleep. Like I literally fell asleep. Like 20 minutes before it ended. I couldn't. I was watching it, but I wasn't really getting into it. I mean, the music was fucking really good, but
I'm so excited for the making of videos, but I don't want to watch them until I finish the game. And
I've watched them.
Does it spoil the game at all? Any of them? Like, is there spoilers?
No. Not really. There's no spoilers. It's just the making of the game. I mean, I saw one of them. I don't know if it's at yours, but mine's a little tiny bit different. It came with, you can even search it on YouTube. It doesn't really make a difference. But, yeah, I got it with my, what's the name? So, the special edition.
Yeah.
I really cannot speak tonight. There's that, and I got it within, what was it? Oh, the making where she plays the guitar.
Yeah. That's really cool.
I was blown away. I was actually blown away because the fact that when she was playing the guitar, that she was actually playing it.
Yeah, because Ellen Page plays guitar and sings fairly well as well. So.
You know what? She's actually probably going to kill me. I never knew she played guitar. That's one thing I didn't know.
Have you not seen her in Juno?
Apart from that, yeah. But I never actually... I thought she had to learn that. I never actually knew she played guitar properly, though. So that was something that I didn't know. Now I know. The hamburger phone.
I love that movie.
It's like she had to shake the freaking thing.
It's funny.
She did really well in this game, though.
Oh, fantastic.
William Dafoe was also, who is renowned for The Hunter.
Yeah.
You've seen The Hunter. Spider-Man, number 1.
Yeah, when he's the Green Goblin, isn't he?
Yes, that's right. You know how much I sacrificed?
I love that movie.
It's awesome, man.
I like, the remake of Spider-Man they made recently with Emma Stone in it and the other guy.
It's horrible.
Well, no, I like it. But I do love the old ones with with whoever.
It was horrible. I'm telling you, it was horrible. It was horrible. I didn't like the new one. But she in Beyond Two Souls was amazing.
Fantastic acting. Fantastic.
She was. And Ryan, who I can't remember his real name though. But Ryan, I think it was the boyfriend. I thought when in one of the levels, so I'm trying to not spoil. That's why you probably can't understand it. So I'm trying not to spoil it, but I'm trying to tell you in a way that you'll understand, but not spoil it, and just
okay.
Basically, I'm trying to mumble it up in some divine way, but I'll give this a try. Ryan, as you know, there's a level where you have to take out orders to assassinate someone.
Okay.
Feel free to say that I've played this part anytime, because then I can actually say it. And within that, you need to actually, and he doesn't actually tell you that he's a good guy. He tells you that he's bad because you need to follow orders. And knowing Jodie, she wouldn't have done it if it was good.
Yeah.
And and then she doesn't talk to him and this and that, and just she goes on a rampage. She just she runs away, and I actually thought he was bad.
Mm.
And that was something that I thought was. I was like, oh, this guy's going to be another guy that's like fucked up. But after that, it was definitely something to along the lines. He apologizes, and it moves on, and that's all I'm going to say because you haven't gone through that. There is a part though that you must definitely pay attention to. You must.
Okay.
It's when she's in the desert.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I think she just got out of the military or something, but fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. But yeah, what else can we do? Oh, the graphics.
Oh, fantastic graphics.
Fantastic, really? That's not even a word. Just, what's the word? Blindingly gorgeous is the word, you know?
And the lighting as well is second to none. I mean,
Lord, that's amazing.
There's so many games recently that have come out for the PS3 that the lighting has been so significant that I don't believe that it's on this generation consoles. I keep on thinking that I'm sitting here playing a PS4 or an Xbox One rather than playing an old PS3, you know? But the way these designers and programmers have been able to get such good lighting in the amount of space and like how with the compatibility, the capabilities of the PS3 is incredible.
That is true with the PS3. I think it's mainly don't quote me, but I think it's the patches and the software updates. The firmware updates that I think is making the PS3 a lot more better in performance with certain games, much like Beyond Two Souls, which is just, you know, everything you do in Beyond Two Souls is just amazing. Like, you walk to the left and you see beautiful graphics. You walk to the right and you see beautiful graphics.
Yeah. Tell me your summary of the game. What is your final verdict, Paul?
My final verdict will be... Great game. Needs more dragons.
Needs more dragons. Okay, let's hear this. What would you like to see in a future Quantic Dream game for the next generation? What would you like them to do next?
I would have to say, implement the move feature. They have to implement, move, the PS3 move.
Yeah.
I would think that if they would put the move feature in there, it would make games be a lot more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that it's, well, it makes you interact more, you know? I mean, so that's what I think. That's number one. Number two, the ending of this game was fantastic. I wouldn't change a thing. But make it number 2, please. Apart from that, I think that's about it.
Awesome. So, out of 10?
Out of 10, a 9.
Yeah. So you stick with what you said at the beginning, a 9 out of 10. I'm
sticking with what I said at the beginning. I said a 9 at the beginning. I'm giving it an extra 5.
Awesome.
What was your final verdict?
So far, I am loving it so much. Music, graphics, motion capture, realism is fantastic. I don't have a bad thing to say about it, really, except that not about the game in particular, but with the special edition. I know you guys got a t-shirt, but all I got was like the normal game, but in a steel book, and then the piece of paper, so all of the features, which are amazing. Like, I love having the soundtrack and the avatars and the theme and the featurettes about the film. I love that. But I would have liked to have something physical in the special edition, like an art book or a keyring, all this crap that...
I like the hardcover, though, in the game.
Yeah.
The steel hardcover book.
Mm.
That was cool. But yeah, apart from that, that's about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it.